Hello. I don't know
Happy
how many
Monday.
little buttons you have to push yet to get everyone in here, but
A
I was just
ton.
thinking, I was thinking how lucky we are. Obviously, you're at the lake.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on my dining room table in my golf clothes. I just put a necklace on, but
Yeah.
that is one of the beauties of our life is that we can work from anywhere. So
Total perk, isn't it?
fun. Yes, it's such a perk. And here you are with your lake house and your regular house running your park lane business. Yeah.
All fun and games, right? All
I'm
fun and
so
games.
proud of you.
That's life. I'm proud of you too. Yeah, who would have thought? You just don't, when you start a direct sales business, you have no idea where it's going to take you, and
Yeah,
it's
always ahead.
taking you, taking all of us pretty far, which is pretty cool. Everyone, join us live. I'm just moving us over, and then I'm going to just make sure that we have moved over. But I have to ask you a question, Mary Grace, because it's just burning into my mind right now.
Oh
And
dear.
can you believe it's September? I mean,
I
it's September
cannot.
1st today.
No, and this is the earliest that Labor Day could ever be, right? I mean, it's
Yes,
never before September, yeah. So it's got to be the first weekend in September,
right.
however that falls. Yeah.
I don't know how that
It came up
happened.
so suddenly. I
Yeah,
know.
it did. It did, and I feel
Yes.
like I'm not ready for summer to be over. So,
A good friend was having a waiting for a grandchild to be born, and I'm like, this is like critical timing because it could be August and it could be September, it could be an opal, it could be a sapphire. I
oh,
don't know.
that's
No,
right.
August
Yes,
is a peridot, like a light green.
a
So
peridot. That's right. That's
she was
right.
the granddaughter. She was born yesterday, so she's a peridot as opposed to a sapphire. Yeah.
Nice. I'm a sapphire. What's your jewelry of choice there? What's your month? I
Oh
don't
my goodness! And everyone up there, like I know all of them, so I can tell you. Are you still plugging people in?
I am, yeah, I am.
Okay, so if you're a January birthday, you're garnet. That's like a red, kind of like a ruby, but a little deeper.
Right.
February is amethyst, purple. March is citrine.
Citrine. Yep, yep,
You know
yep.
what? I know it isn't. It's a real light blue.
Oh, okay.
Is it aquamarine?
Aquamarine, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. And then April, which is what I am, is diamond. So it was kind of a bummer when I was young. It was kind of a bummer because you never really got one, you know?
Right, 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 right.
And then May is emerald, and June can be
Pearl.
pearl or um,
Moonstone.
moonstone.
The
And July is
Alexandrite.
ruby. I had a good girlfriend with July, and I was so jelly. I thought rubies was such a fun one.
Yeah.
August we talked about is the real light green. September sapphire. October is opal, and it's
Right.
supposedly bad luck for anyone except for an October birthday to wear an opal.
Oh, okay.
So that's just an old wives' tale. And then November is topaz, and
Yep.
December is it's a real light blue, but I can't think of the name of it. So
Turquoise.
there we counted down 12 birthstones, and we got us
Yep.
all plugged into everywhere.
Turquoise.
Okay.
Turquoise. So that's kind of cool too. So I'm going to show the comments on the screen. We have a couple people watching. Hopefully we're coming through. I am seeing us everywhere. It could be because it's the holiday that we
It is
are.
the holiday. Yeah.
Yeah. So I hopped into the studio and we're in the group and everything looks good. So it is Monday, September 1st. If you are watching us, can you do us a favor and put in the comments? First of all, say that you're watching live or you're catching this on the replay. And then also let us know who invited you here tonight on this holiday, on this Labor Day. Today's Labor Day, right? Today's the
It
day.
is Monday.
So
It's Monday
Monday's
Labor Day.
so we're coming to you live, and we have the pleasure every Monday night. I have the pleasure of interviewing our executive company vice president, Mary Grace Lewandowski, and I get to ask her 4 questions about our business. So we like to talk about direct sales. We like to show you what's possible with direct sales, and we like to just kind of be a little buzz in your ear about something that might be perfect for you as a little part-time gig, right? So, I always say to people, you could do this part-time, full-time, or big time, right? You can make your choices. So we're going to chit chat tonight. I'm going to ask you some questions. Mary Grace is going to give us some great answers. And then at the end, your cost of admission is listening to us. And then at the end, basically, you fill out a Google form. And guess what she does? She sends you a curated package based on the answers you put on the Google form of jewelry, of free jewelry. And that's it. That's how you earn free jewelry. So thank you to everybody who's popping in. I see you're writing live or replay. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this holiday evening. Hope you all had a great, great weekend and got some sun and did all the things that we do on holiday weekends, because you deserve an extra day off, right? So I think we're going to go ahead and get started because we're a couple minutes in and I think people are popping in. And as you hop in, just let us know who invited you here tonight. So Mary Grace, we like to talk about this thing called direct sales, right? That's what we do
Yes.
for businesses. They're called direct sales businesses. So I think we should start off by just talking to these fine folks about what exactly direct sales is. So why is direct sales so important, and how does it differ from the other buzz term in the industry, which is MLM, or multi-level marketing?
Yeah, well, direct sales is really like a side gig or a part-time job that you can turn into something more if you wish to. Um, it means direct to consumer, really. We represent a company and
Right?
we serve as a liaison or a go between the customer and the company. So they have a little bit of personal interaction, especially, well, we'll go into that more, but being in the fashion industry, they really appreciate the different recommendations that we can give, and we can make
Right.
sure that they're getting the very best deal and all that good stuff. Direct sales really is running your own business with none of the risk and none of the overhead.
Right.
It's just running your own business, working hours that you want to work. Like sometimes people say, they'll be like, well, when would I work? And I go, you know what? I don't know your schedule, but you do. And the beauty of direct sales is that you
Right.
can work around a schedule that you already have. Because this. I don't know why it makes me laugh, but people will say, oh, I already have a job. And I'm always like, well, that's good,
Good.
because I would never ask you to quit whatever you have right now to do this full time, because who knows if you even, would really like it. But the thing that I absolutely love about direct sales is the fact that you can give it a go for a very
Yeah.
low cost. Give it a go. Get yourself up and running. See if it's for you. Do it for a season. That's something I've been hearing lately that I really like. Do it for a reason. Like there's just a
No
certain
reason.
amount of money that you need
Yeah.
to make. Yep. But this is a season that a lot of people would do it because of holiday help and all that. As far as MLMs, that stands for multi-level marketing. And multi-level marketing companies are and lots of people that I work with have represented them at different times too. But they're more they're definitely more recruiting based. Like ideally they want to turn every single customer into an actual rep, to get the discount. But
Hmm.
then the person that's doing all this are keeping track of how many they're recruiting. They're keeping track of the levels. There's multi levels, and there has to be certain amount of people in each level in order for them to get paid on it. I don't know why I keep saying level. And then direct sales is really basically the hugest difference is we're a home party plan. So we actually have programs to support somebody sharing us with their family and friends. And then the family and friends the hostess gets rewarded too. So it's like kind of like an extra perk. And it gives us a lot more people to work with. And our emphasis is on the sale, whereas their emphasis again in MLM is on the recruiting.
Yeah. Very good way to explain it. I love that because they both have recruiting as part of it, but there's emphasis that's different. And
Yeah.
really, us being direct to consumer, we're really the personal shopper for the person.
Yes.
And I remember
Yes.
years ago, Kathy Cassidy said that direct sales is we are direct sales party plan. And we're going to talk
Right.
more about the
We're a
party
party
plan
plan.
later. Party
Yeah.
plan business, very, very different.
Yeah.
Um, well, and oh, somebody wrote a question, but I don't understand it. Probably something we've said already. So, okay, so
Okay.
now that we know what direct sales is, and now that we know how different from multi-level marketing, and you said level, level, level a couple times. I think that was the question. She was joking. Um, where does jewelry fit into this? So, why is jewelry so important in
Yeah,
this?
because let's decide. Like my husband and I. Well, actually, I kind of fell into it. So did you, right? Didn't
Yeah.
you kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
fall into it? I did. In fact, this is ridiculous, but I fear that if someone had told me that what I was asking about was direct sales, I might have thought, oh no, because I
Yeah.
don't know what people think it is. It's not a pyramid scheme or anything. It's very legit. But I was at a show when I first heard about direct sales. The lady doing the show
Yeah.
asked if I had ever considered such a thing, and I thought I didn't even know there was a job opportunity. So I kind of fell into it. But like, let's say, people are like, I want a little bit of extra income. I want something that I can work around my own schedule. I need the flexibility. And I think I'm going to try direct sales. And if you were to Google, I'm thinking of trying direct sales or something,
Oh,
probably what A1 would come up with is somewhere in there, they would suggest that you choose a product that you love. And yes, you're going to represent this product. So it really helps if you love it. But what I love about jewelry is that it's already been determined that it's the product most other people
most
love.
other people love.
So
Yeah,
yeah, so it's like,
exactly.
there's usually just there's a market, a limited market for almost every product. I used to sell candles, used to sell baskets. Yours was a collectible,
Yep.
and mine was a consumable or something used in the home.
Yep.
Jewelry, they have discovered, is universally appealing. So our market is absolutely huge. We sell to really just any kind of person that you can imagine, any age, any demographic, they're interested in accessorizing. Okay,
Yep.
so it's a huge market. Above and beyond that, you always want to look at, is this a fad? Is this something that's only going to be around for a short time? Well, no, jewelry withstands the test of time. It's been around for 150,000
That's cute.
years. And I don't know how many more years, everything's going to be keep rolling around way past the time that I'm gone. But when we show like $43 billion projections in sales in the
That's
in
big.
the jewelry market, in the designer inspired jewelry market, or
Yep.
the fine jewelry market like ours, oh my gosh,
Yep.
unbelievable. Also, it's like, it's really easy to know what to do with jewelry. Okay, like with the candles, we used to have to study burn times and know what to do if like wax spilled on someone's carpet. A
Mhm.
bracelet goes on the
What's
arm.
here? Yeah. Yeah.
An earring, if someone puts an earring around their neck, we can say, "Oh, you're doing it wrong,"
Go
but
there.
a lot of other people at the party would know that too, right? So
Yeah.
it's really easy to train people on how to do it. Pretty sure everybody here watching is totally qualified.
Right.
But and also we're out in the world wearing our product. This is a huge advantage to us that people don't even realize. When we're out in the world wearing our product. People are out in the world wearing our product. They're getting compliments. We're getting referrals back. We have so many walking advertisements. And something I had mentioned that you said I should say again. I, direct sales, a lot of people think like they have to get up and they have to do a big presentation and everything. What I love about the jewelry market is the emphasis is so quickly off of us, the rep, and onto the actual product. Like
And to
people
the
are
pieces.
just,
Yeah.
you bring jewelry for people to play in. And
Right.
there's no huge big presentation or anything. It's two or three people around a table or something. So I always answer this question differently. But yes, even the Levine family, who started our company in 1955, which is exactly 70 years ago, truly, this was our month, our anniversary.
Yeah.
They hired consultants to advise to them what product they should do. And they
Right.
went all out. They hired three different companies, paid three different companies just to go out and do their homework and come back with the top three choices. And every single one came back with jewelry as number one. And now I have lived this beautiful jewelry thing. And honestly, you guys, it's the place to be. Jewelry is the place to be. Never goes
Love
out of
that.
style.
We have a
And it's
great
considered
question.
consumable.
It is consumable. I was
Yeah.
wondering if you were gonna. Yeah, it is because
Fashion
the
is
fashion changes
consumable.
the times. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
There's a lot of really positive perks. We have a question from Chris Taylor Cruz. She said, Mary Grace or Janine, about how many hours a week do you spend doing your Park Lane business? Just curious.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're all over the place because
It's a
again, we're
tough
running
question.
our own business.
Yep.
So some people spend 15 minutes a day. Some
Yep.
people spend an hour a month. You know, I've been doing this for 20 something years and it's all I do. I would say that I probably spend about 25 hours a week on my business at this point. And a lot of it's right here from this seat. You know what I mean? Like we're not out doing anything. But again, it would be to do like a little online party or something. I don't know, what does that take, an hour? So
Well,
it just, yeah,
I,
it's
you know,
it's
I think it depends on if you're doing it part time, full time, or big time. It's really going to be based on it. what I always tell people is look at your calendar, put all of your important things in, all of your family things, all of your business requirements and jobs and all the things you're doing, and then find those little pockets. That's how you
Yeah.
can do Park Lane, is that you can do it with
Yeah.
little pockets of time. So you're right. I mean, if you're doing an online party for somebody, you're going to be, texting them to explain to them how to do it, and you're going to be doing a little bit of follow up. But those are 5 seconds here, 5 seconds there,
Yeah.
and the party is what, 40 minutes? I mean,
Mhm.
and then you're talking to people. So that's a tough question to answer, but it's a great question because I
It
think
is a
people
great
think,
question. Yeah.
I think and I think what we do here on this call every Monday night is try to kind of ease people's minds, right? And I think one of the things they always think is, oh my God, I don't have time to do that. They don't realize it's
But
not,
you do, because
not
we don't, I mean, and especially with Park
nobody's gonna,
Lane,
yeah,
we are the only direct sales industry that, well, I'm pretty sure this is true. I know we're the only direct sales business that like recognizes people's experience. So like if you've worked for direct sales before, even if you're not
direct hire
currently, but
program.
you
Yeah,
have, we will consider that and bring you in at a title
yep,
and a level pay. But then we have no minimums. You can do it as little or as much as you
yep.
want. You never lose your title. You never lose your pay grade once you obtain a certain level. So I think this goes back to how much do you have to do every month too? I mean, you truly do not have to do anything with here at Park Lane. I mean, if you want to get paid, you should try doing something.
Be
But
helpful.
really, but there's no like requirements or you're out or people watching you or anything like that, which is really
Right.
cool.
We have some stylists that are quite happy making an extra $500 every month, and they're good with that. And then we have some stylists that are happy making an extra $5,000 a month. I mean,
Yeah.
it just depends on
Or per week.
your, or per week, because it does happen.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, there's people that do this as a full-time thing. There's people who do it part-time, but nobody tells you what to do, and you don't have specific hours. So, like, if you went to get a side gig or a part-time job in your town, and you went to a local grocery store, they're going to hire you at a lower amount, okay, than you can make doing this. And on top of that, all they're going to tell you that on Saturday you're going to work 4 to 9, and on Friday you're going to work this, and you're going to. That's not how it is. Here, set your own hours. You're in business for yourself, not by
Yep.
yourself. We're here to
Yeah.
help you, and
Yeah.
you can ramp it up when you want to ramp it up. So that's the best part about it. I think you dropped all the right things with that answer, so that was great. So okay, so we know what direct sales is, and we know how jewelry fits into it. So why Park Lane Jewelry? Why are people choosing Park Lane over other jewelry companies that are out there in the direct sales market?
Oh my gosh. So, of course, I'm going to tell you guys all to pick Park Lane, but really, you should pick Park Lane because I picked Park Lane. Not because I'm here and I want you to come be with me, although I do,
We
but
do.
also I had all of this experience and all of these opportunities at my fingertips when I left my last company. And
Good.
I very quickly, my husband and I determined like jewelry was the place to be, right? And then we had different jewelry companies to look at. And I felt really flattered because there were quite a few companies that would have been very happy to have me with the experience that I was bringing. And I chose Park Lane, and it was not a difficult decision. It was difficult because I liked the product at other companies and I liked some of the people that I met. But as far as when it came down to where was the very best place for my customers, for
Yeah.
my hostesses, for my family, of course, and for myself, but also, and for anyone that I would ever want to offer this job to, the best
Yes.
place was Parklane Jewelry. I just knew that I could never knowingly, after I heard about Parklane, go to any other company and honestly say that I was representing the best. And I'll tell
Yes.
you why I mean that, okay? So, first of all, other jewelry companies, beautiful product, but Park Lane just has a more inclusive product. I mean, everything. We have from very minimal type jewelry to, over the top jewelry, all of the metal colors, all of the kinds of beads, all of the kind of crystals. So I found that other jewelry companies were normally limited to usually a certain material,
Niche.
if you
Yeah, they
will,
they
like
have a niche.
pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just thought, hey, one of the reasons I'm picking jewelry is because it has a big market. I don't want to limit the market. Let's go with the full service jewelry center. And that was here at Park
That's
Lane
good.
Jewelry.
That's
We've
good.
always also been around the longest. So some people feel like, oh, it's so good to get on in at the beginning of a new company.
Mhm.
Historically, no. It's
Not.
like,
We know that.
Historically, you want to go with the one that already has a set
Uh-huh.
record. We're debt free, we're cash rich. And with the programs that we have, you don't have to be here from the beginning to get the highest pay. We have people that come in and just skyrocket just as the and
Right.
that's actually the determination of good programs. And our programs, when I talk about our programs, you guys, some of you are probably like, what does that even mean? Well, okay, so we're going to represent a company and we want them to do as much for us as they can to make our job easier.
Yeah,
Okay, that sounds really selfish, but it's true.
it's
And
true.
what Park Lane does so many things for us to make our job easier, and it starts with the customer sale. Most of you out there have probably experienced it. If you haven't, it's buy two for regular, get four for half. The two regular should be the least expensive, and then you can get any four items you want for half. And when you spend $90, you get any item you want, all the way up to the most expensive item in our whole line for just $35.
Yep.
Now, think about that, you guys. If you went into Macy's, they're not
Yep.
even, a lot of those are closing too. But if you go into Macy's and you go, I'm going to buy this pair of, I'm going to buy this key ring and I'm going
Yeah,
to
and a
buy
pair
this
of
pair of
socks.
shoelaces
Yeah. Yeah.
for full price, and now I'm headed up to the dress section so I can get everything for half. It would be crazy. But think about how often you would tell your friends, think how many people you'd bring to the store. That's what
Yeah.
happens to Park Lane because of our sale. The customers are happy, it's word of mouth, it's easy to repeat, and it brings us all kinds of wonderful
Joy.
business. And our customers are getting value. So it's not like we're selling $5 jewelry. We are selling beautiful jewelry, and they are totally thrilled because they're getting normally 6, 7 pieces as opposed to just one. And the value is tremendous per piece, but they're usually having a higher order of about $100 because that's where the best value is. Well,
Right.
that's easy to translate, you guys, into the fact that that's the best for us too, because we get paid on commission. So we're not selling outlandishly expensive jewelry and getting paid commission on it. We're selling a lot of jewelry and getting paid a commission on it. And
Yeah.
all of that jewelry is going out into the world and sending people back to us again. So everybody's thrilled. Statistics show that the number one reason that in today's world that girls will do or guys will do any kind of show, in-home show or online is they want a good deal for their
Yep.
friends.
Yeah. Yep. I knew you were
So
gonna say
that
that.
sale is the kicker. Okay.
Mm.
So that sale brings us higher sales to get paid
Yeah.
profit on. It brings more orders in for our hostesses to get their free stuff. Our average hostess gets anywhere from $500 to $1,000 in free and discounted jewelry.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's no comparison. In
Yeah.
fact, I don't think I've ever told you this before, but when I was first coming to Park Lane, one of my customers who I used to do candles, she was like, but I still want to do the candles too. And I go, okay, well, why don't I find someone for you and a candle lady will come and I'll come. And at the end of her party, the candle lady got to say, oh my gosh, you get to pick out $25 in free product.
Oh,
And she did.
that's
And then
funny.
I got to say, you get to pick out $400 in jewelry. And she goes, I am feeling really happy I did the jewelry part right about now. That's a true story. And it was just based on how much more generous the Park Lane programs are. And we're
Yeah.
the highest paid in the industry. We start at 30% commission, we go up to 50% commission. And that's just the beginning because aside from your own sales, there's sales that you get paid on your team. There's sales that you get paid weekly bonuses, monthly bonuses. We have 2 trips a year. We have that you can earn just all of these wonderful things because we don't have minimums. What we have instead is like, if you do this, you get $250 in free jewelry. If you
Yeah.
do this, and we're always like, hey,
Yeah.
I want it all. And we get paid every single week. So it's very lucrative. I've made 2.5 times here what I was ever able to make in my last company, and I was one of their top 10 income earners.
Yeah. That's insane. What
It's
you
true.
know? Yeah. And the other thing that's really I think is very important is your organization is really built and based on leaders who have done this industry for a very, very long time. And they came over through the direct hire program, right? We came over
Yeah.
through direct hire. And then at the end of the day, all of us went, why weren't we here sooner?
Oh, I
There's
know.
just so much more. There's
And I'll
so
tell
much
you
more
what,
here.
anybody that joins that has now that I didn't have is me.
It's true.
Now, I made that to be laughed at, but truly,
No,
since that
tell them
time,
what you provide. Tell them what
yes,
you
since
provide to
that
your
time, and it's not just me, it's my team, but since that time, we have
Mm-hmm.
put together a portfolio, if you
Crazy.
will, of images, and you literally can run a cut and paste business. They're team resources. So if someone decided tonight, I'm doing this, it's September 1st, you could go into my little folder that I pay a professional to do, and you could take 30 days of content between
Free.
now and September 30th, and you could start posting fun things on your Facebook page that would
Mhm.
start to generate interest. So we have that's just the beginning. We have so many resources available to people, and I think people are nervous. They don't know. They think they don't know what to do, but we gotcha. We help you with that part.
Ladies and gentlemen, drop in the comments 2 things that Mary Grace just said when we talked about why Park Lane that really impressed upon you. Like literally, like you listened to that and you went, "Wow, that's really cool." So
Yeah.
drop in the comments what you think is cool right now. We want to read them and see what you say and see what
There's
really
such a
jumps out.
misconception that we just sell to our friends and family, and we're like, well, maybe for the first show, but I'm
Yeah.
like, it goes out there, and don't let your future be determined. Like I hate to hear people say like, oh, my friends and family don't like jewelry. I'm like, I would be darned if I was ever going to let whatever my family likes to determine what I was able to achieve. There's lots of other people in the world. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind. Yes.
That is so true. And I think that with our model, where we sell to is not our friends and family, it's our friends and families bring a friend. That's
Yes.
it.
And
That's our group
beyond.
of
Yeah.
people.
So many people I consider
Yeah.
almost family now. I don't even know where they came
Oh
from in the
yeah.
first place. It's so fun. Yeah.
It's so, so true. So people are saying weekly paychecks. They love the idea that we help newbies out. Um, opportunities to earn trips. People love that. So lots of help getting started. And that's absolutely true. Melissa Ellerich's on here. She's saying how great it was. One of the best things she ever did. And we really, you can advance easily with a lot of really great perks
Oh
as
my
you do that.
gosh. There's always something to reach for that's not,
Yeah.
it's achievable, and
It
it's
is.
an awesome feeling, and you get a raise for life, and you're just like, this is awesome.
I always said if we could stand on a roof and shout it on the rooftops. I think that's what
Yeah.
we do here on Monday nights. You know what I
That's
mean?
what
I
we do
feel
here
that.
on Monday nights. Yeah.
Okay, so why now? Why is the right time? Why should they're listening to all of this? Something piqued their interest. They're putting in the comments what piqued their interest. Why is now the time to do it?
Now is always the time to do it, you guys. It's
True.
literally, it's literally like a success principle, like the 7 highly effective, whatever it is, of effective people or whatever, it
Habits.
habits.
Yep.
It's just like just what I said. If there was a little feeling in your stomach and you thought, I never thought about something like this, but maybe I should try it. You should try it. 95% of people in the world won't. 95% of people are into what they call failure avoidance. 5% of people in the world are willing to take a chance on something.
Insane.
And when I tell you, like, taking a chance on this, like, honest to gosh, with all of my heart, I wouldn't have a single friend if I didn't tell the truth. You will leave this with more than you came with, regardless. Of course, I want you to come, and I want you to stay, and I want you to love it. But everything's not for everybody, right? But it is worth a try, because you're going to leave the experience happy should you leave it. And we're like, all we ask is that if you don't like it, you keep all the money that you made, you keep all the jewelry we gave you, which was a lot, and please continue to be part of our community. We would love for
Right.
you to be a customer if you're not, totally happy as a rep, which we can't imagine. But right now, the way that it's working, okay, and we're in a change of season, you guys. I don't have to tell
Right.
you this. We're feeling it. It's freaking Labor Day. That's a big change of season. And whenever you're like changing outfits, changing activities and everything, you're changing your accessories, you're
Yep.
changing it up, so people are ready for that change, so you may as well come in and be their new jewelry person.
Right.
Right now, $129. What do you get for $129? First, you get for somebody to do a show for you, and when they do the show for you, you're going to get paid instead of them. So this is like your grand opening. So yeah, you put $129 on your credit card, but by the time the credit card comes due, you pay it no problem, because you had a show that someone else did all the work for you. Your only job is to invite. It can be
Yep.
online, it
That's
could be
it.
at home. That's your only job. We're like passing the torch, so to speak. huh, is that all you get for $129? No, it isn't. You also get your own personal website.
Yep.
Okay. So the tools that you need to get started for a year, everything that I said that I pay for. Okay. You get all of that, access to all of that, and you get to pick 500. No, wait a minute. Right now it's $600 worth of jewelry to get you up and off the ground and running. And it's your
Yep.
jewelry for $129, you guys, all of that. And then also, when you have your show, you also get the hostess credit. So,
Yep.
like, you have so much jewelry when this is all finished for $129 and a paycheck, which paid the $129, and your own personal website. So, if you get a slow start, you're like, you know what, though, I have that for a whole year. I have some time to work with this and have fun with this. So, they're really the people that take the risk are Park Lane, not us. When we start for $129, pretty, and that $129 is your first tax write off
But I
for
mean, think
running your
about
own
that.
business.
What's your favorite store to shop in? Could you imagine if they had this Labor Day weekend sale where they said bring in $129 and pick $600 of our product?
Yeah,
That's a deal in and of itself. So
yeah.
now you can do that. Do your dip your toe show or do your launch party or whatever you want to call it. Call your stylist when we get off of this call. When we get off of this stream, I want you to message your stylist and say, I'll do a party, because that's the best words a stylist can hear. Okay.
We love it.
At the end of the day, do the party and get some free jewelry. We have beautiful things right now, gorgeous romance collection, new product coming. There's always new things. But at the end of your show, she's gonna say to you, so here's what you earn if you're a stylist. Would you like to be a stylist? And your answer is yes or no. And if you say no, you're not hurting her feelings or his
No.
feelings, because they're getting paid no matter what. So at the end of the day, you can choose. Would you like the paycheck and the jewelry or just the jewelry? It's your choice. Very, very simple. The math makes sense, Melissa Ellerick said. The math makes sense. Absolutely. So
Math makes sense.
what we did right now was we dropped a Google form in the chat. Okay. So it is there. Let them know what they need to do with that Google form, Mary Grace.
You need to tap on that Google form, click, and fill it out.
Yep.
And you want to fill it out completely. If it's not completely filled out, then it doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to say yes to the opportunity.
No.
You don't have to say that you enjoyed my presentation so much. But one of you
But they did.
will win. Won't hurt if you do. No. But one of you will win the jewelry. And it does ask what kind of jewelry that you like. And I put together like a package for you. So it's usually something like a whole ensemble, but I will try to honor what you put in there. So be as specific as you want to be as far as colors, or if bracelets are your favorite or whatever. Big earrings, little earrings, whatever. And when we pick your name, you'll get a package in the mail. And you'll be like,
so
hey,
we pick a winner fast. You want to fill that Google form out fast. And then you want to invite a friend that you think should hear this for next week's Monday night free jewelry call at 7 Eastern, 6 Central.
I hope I get to meet you soon. Thanks for joining us here tonight.
Good night, everyone. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Happy Labor Day.